AskReddit by ADS. What has become so expensive that it's not worth buying anymore? Fast food is now almost as pricey as a sit-down meal. I live in Italy. McDonald's is more expensive than some restaurants' mayo. I'd rather have a good lasagna and carbonara plus wine instead of a shitty McDonald's burger and soft fries. I don't know why I opened this thread expecting anything other than an anxiety attack. Meds are too expensive for those. Fabric. When my daughter was little, I sewed clothes for her myself. Now, fabric is so expensive that it's just cheaper to buy the clothes already made. I've started hoarding old clothing just for the fabric. I never thought I'd be a person who mended his own clothes, but the price of jeans has made me so bitter I keep repairing them till they're absolutely threadbare. I'm learning to cook again. Fast food and pre-made food is too expensive. Groceries are expensive too. Concert tickets. It's gotten to be over $100 to sit on the grass in August in Houston. A huge fuck you to Ticketmaster. Lyft Uber aren't nearly the deal they used to be. That was the plan. Kill taxes, then gouge. Just getting a drink at a bar. I paid $8 for a Michelob Ultra in fucking Iowa. No. Deleted. I'm bored. Let me go out. Great, I'm broke now. Double quote. Fast food. It's literally cheaper to go to my local burger joint and get a burger than it is to go to Wendy's, and the burger is outrageously better. Plus they have beer. I can go to Bojangles or McDonald's for $40 for my family, or go to a nice Mexican restaurant for $40 to $50. My current gripe is that clothing has gone way downhill. I am willing to spend more money on some clothing that's good quality, that will last me a long time. But I am seeing things at places like Nordstrom, J.Crew, and Taylor, Anthropologie, Banana Republic, and stores like it. Things are priced $100, $200, $300, and I can tell they will not survive more than 2-3 wears. These places didn't used to let me down, but the quality has gotten so poor. I'm not even trying to be funny when I say that a lot of the stuff you see at Nordstrom now should be sold at Target for $20, $30. I am literally finding things at thrift stores and places like TJ Maxx that are better quality. Yes, and Nordstrom Rack is a joke. Back in the day they used to get the quality stuff that didn't sell. Now it's just second-rate junk that was never in Nordstrom to start with. Like grey label mid-tier stuff. Restaurants. Chips. Soda. Any extra fun. Candy bars. 69 cents? I'll grab one from time to time. Full-grown adult. $2.69? Lol, what? That's like actual money. For a candy bar? How are they still in business? And don't forget how much they seem to run in front of a shrink ray as well. Second-hand clothing stores. Some of the things in there I can buy for same price, if not less, for brand new. And the clothes that are donated these days are such poor quality. I miss getting 3 pairs of wool trousers from the 60s for $5. Now the polyester, elastic waist, Forever 21 pants are $15. I'm only just coming to terms with this, but potato chips. I remember when the extra super cheapo bag was 89 cents. Now they're $2 and the premium chips are like $6 or $7. It's outrageous. My son's college tuition was 10 times what mine cost. I have a grandson coming up in a few years. Will it be 100 times more than mine? This one is a big one for me. My dad went to a state university for aeronautical engineering back in the 80s for $700 per semester. I went to a different but similarly ranked state university for mechanical engineering between 2014-2019 and paid $7,800 per semester. Inflation since this is only 108%, yet university prices are up over %1,000. Am I my kid going to have to pay $80,000 per semester for that same state university engineering degree? Jerky. Seriously, yes, I love jerky but hate the price. $10 for store brand jerky. Name brand prices are outrageous. Frozen dinners. The entire appeal of the product was that you could buy a meal for $2.03. Now that they are $10, you might as well just buy actual food for dinner. Edit. I would have never dreamed that this would be my most upvoted comment of all time. LMAO. I was saying the other day, Little Caesars isn't great pizza, but for $6 minus $7, it's cheaper than grocery store frozen pizza, and Little Caesars is like Naples' finest compared to the frozen stuff. Fucking cereal man. Some grade A bullshit. $5 just for a regular size box of cereal. Even the discount store, where cereals used to cost $1.99, now charge $3.99 for that same box. Fast food. Yes. Used to get 3 soft taco supremes from Taco Bell for $4-5 back in the day. Same order runs $10 now. I'll spend the extra $2 and get good tacos if I need now. Everything. Even the free shit feels expensive with how many ads are being thrown at us from all angles. It's oppressive. Makes me wanna get off the internet for good. Groceries. Sleeping in past noon on your days off to save money by skipping meals. We're back to depression era tactics. Concert tickets. I bought concert tickets today and was shocked to spend less than $150 total, even after fees. Netflix, Prime, all the streaming services are too much these days. My husband and I only keep a service until we finish the show, so we only pay for one at a time. Miss me with this monthly subscription BS. Potato chips. An older gentleman and I just looked at each other as we stood there baffled in the chips aisle. He just looked at me and said, "Those are some expensive potatoes." Gestures broadly. Everything the light touches. Chicken wings. This needs to be higher. $13 for 6 wings is ridiculous. It seems like not that long ago, you could get 50-cent wings at a bar. Hell, I remember 25-cent wings. They were a throwaway part of the chicken and now they are gourmet. Housing. In Australia prices are excruciating, but rentals are really hard to get, so we're kind of stuffed. Add to that immigration is being cranked up to record levels, and you have tent cities starting to form, and people living in caravans and tiny homes not because they want to but because they are desperate. Alternatively, you can spend $1.2 million on a house and spend your life trying to pay it off. This may be a bit weird, I still buy it, but not as much as I used to. Gum. I used to buy 2 packs for $2.50, now it's almost $4.50 for 1 pack. I don't even understand gum anymore. TBH, am I not supposed to be able to put it in my pocket in modern times? Why are the containers all shaped like a butt plug? What happened to gum manufacturers? Streaming services. I'm ready to just pirate all that shit now. I've actually already started. Cancelled all my video streaming services because they've all lost their goddamn minds. Does anybody have friends at the Bureau of Labor Statistics? They need to be dialed into these comments to get an update on CPI. Flank steak for a carne asada barbecue. It used to be really inexpensive and you could feed a lot of people if you had a party or a get together. I remember it being $2.99 a pound. I've seen it as high as $15.99 a pound. No, thank you. 4 companies control the majority of the supply of chicken, pork and beef. Jeeps. Upscale my ass. $100 K for a Jeep exclamation point. Who's the idiot? Dealers for asking or customers for paying? Starbucks. A medium soy latte costs $7 now. It's crazy how expensive it has become. I remember thinking it was expensive when it was $4 a latte, then it slowly crept up in price. Almost $8 for a drink now. Cereal $6 a box, and I think they've been putting less cereal in the boxes. Fucking outrageous. Their sizes have definitely changed. I noticed they now have a large size and the family size is what regular used to be, I feel like. Delivered food Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. Who even uses them? Used it a bunch during COVID, and somewhat beforehand. Now I almost never use it. Not gonna pay $50 for $10 worth of food. I only use places that have their own delivery like Domino's and local shops. You'd think wages would have gone up with all this extra cash. Nope, corporate greed. It's all at the tippity top. This pisses me off to extreme levels. Our company laid off 40% of the staff. Split the responsibilities amongst the rest. Reduced our bonus to half and said we should be thankful. Meanwhile their salaries, 7 and 8 figure, were unscathed through everything. Fresh fruit. Soda. I could buy a 12 pack for $2.50 3.00 back then. Now fear $12 plus. Like fuck that shit. I switched to drinking coffee mixed with chocolate milk now cause of it. A house, and I'm lucky enough to be a homeowner. Housing prices are out of fucking control. Our house has increased over $200 K in value since we bought it 6 years ago. That's almost double what we paid for it in 6 years. We couldn't afford to buy our house today. I'm glad that our house has turned out to be such a sound investment, but we didn't buy it to be an investment, we bought it to be our home. Other people deserve homes, too. I don't want to live in a society where 2 hard-working people can't afford a modest home of their own. Bought our house 2 years ago. With interest and appreciation we would not be able to reasonably afford the mortgage if we bought it today. Absolute insanity. Everything. Inflation is killing us. Pause. Childcare. Funerals. Those were my jam. We spent many a good time together. $5.49 for a 6-ounce bag though is criminal. I could get almost 2 gallons of refined, dead dinosaur juice for that price. Amazon Prime. Less and less services for higher cost and shitty customer support to boot. You know what really aggravates me about them? They have a subscription streaming service called Prime Video, and a portal to purchase or rent content called Prime Video. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten excited searching a show and seeing it come up as being on Prime Video, then click on it and see 2.99 episode. Plastic storage boxes. New cars. Who can afford a $900 mo car payment? When I see people in a nice car I always remind myself just because they are driving it doesn't mean they can afford it. It just means they can afford the monthly payment. The car payment is the greatest wealth destroyer in America behind medical debt. Potato chips and all bagged crunchy snacks. Restaurants. Recently went out to eat for the first time in a year and spent $100 for 2 and it wasn't very good. Felt guilty spending almost a day's pay on one meal. I think the problem isn't that prices are going up, though. Yes, that is a problem. The real problem is that middle class incomes haven't kept up with inflation for 40 years and there is nothing left for people to scrimp on. Food delivery services like Uber Eats. I literally pay 2x the amount if I get my food delivered vs opting for a pickup. It makes no sense to pay extra amount on each item plus taxes plus service charges plus tips to the drivers. Fuck that, I'd rather go pick up the food myself. Agreed. But then you go pick up and every place still asks for tip SMH. I am not tipping shit if picking up myself. Especially with all these greedy ASF companies raising prices. This tipping stuff is getting out of control. Literally fucking everything.